Bill, I know, let's talk about Fairway a little bit, because I think people really are familiar with you, and they're familiar with the Fairway brand, but they do not know a lot about Fairway as a company itself. And for example, most people don't know that Fairway has branch locations all over the country.
National company.
It's a national company. I know you have, just from attending your annual convention, you've got over 1,200 employees. Yeah. I know that you're doing billions of dollars of loan volume on an annual basis.
Yeah, 3 consecutive months of record volume, and we're still getting loans closing under 30 days.
Which is really is unheard of,
right?
You know, and for many specific reasons, Fairway Independent Mortgage in New England has done extraordinarily well. And if you take a look at the top, offices or branches of Fairway Independent Mortgage throughout the country,
right,
several of them are located right here in New England.
Yeah.
We've got your office in Auburn. I know there's an office in Holden now. You've got Needham, I believe. Yeah. You've got downtown Newburyport, Boston. Is there one on the South Shore now? Fall River area. And so Fairway Independent Mortgage has really established themselves as one of the top lenders in New England. But they're kind of like the quiet company.
Yeah,
not everybody really knows your brand. Right. So we want to get that out there, that for those of you who are not that familiar with Fairway Independent Mortgage, you really should be. I mean, this is a rock solid company. I've personally met the president on several occasions. Of course, doing business with multiple office locations, for Fairway. I was surprised myself when I went to the annual convention and found out, the power
right,
that this company really has.
Right.
Bill, one of the things that impressed me at the convention was all the lenders, that support you, the wholesale providers of financing or money to Fairway Independent
right,
Mortgage. Oh my goodness! I mean, there must have been a couple dozen of them on the stage who are all fighting to do business with you.
Right, and we are a lender, not a broker.
Yeah, right.
We do lend our own money.
Yeah.
We close on our warehouse lines, and then it'll close in Fairway's name, and then it may end up with one of the bigger banks.
Right.
But we're able to offer lower rates than the bigger banks, better service than the bigger banks, because we don't have the overhead that the bigger banks have.
Right. Well, I do want to talk a little bit about the culture at Fairway too, Bill. Because it's very friendly. It's almost like a family atmosphere there. And that's one of the things I did pick up when I did go to the convention, was that it's like a family atmosphere there. And you don't get that at most companies of your size. You're doing billions of dollars worth of business all across the country. You've got 1,200 employees, but everyone knew each other. I mean,
they're always looking for a solution, a way to get things done quickly and efficiently. There's never any complaining. You don't get voicemail. You always get a return call, get someone live to answer your questions and to help you out with whatever the situation. I mean, our attorneys are getting their wires on time, their funding on time, which means the clients are getting their keys on time to get in the house. Which is you see that you hear about the funds aren't there and they don't get in when they're supposed to get in on a Friday. They have to wait till a Monday.
There's nothing more frustrating, I think, for a realtor, or if there's multiple realtors in a transaction, and then you got the buyers, you got the sellers. Everyone's ready to go. Everyone's anxious because they want to get into the house and start fixing it up a little bit. And the seller wants to move to Florida or whatever they're doing, and all of a sudden you got to wait an extra 5 days to close.
Yeah,
that creates a lot of problems for people.
And it's a domino effect, because there may be multiple buyers and sellers in that that need that transaction to go through, that initial transaction.
Yeah.
So you could hold up a whole set of potential closings.
Right. So I mean, to me, that's one of the biggest strengths that you bring to the table. Not only your genuineness and your personality and your staff, is that when someone's coming to you, especially if it's a purchase transaction, that deal's going to close.
Yeah.
So if you're the realtor who's you're putting your reputation on the line as a realtor every time you refer someone to a lender. You're putting your reputation on the line, saying to the seller or to the buyer, this is going to close.
It's going to close.
And there are very few lenders. I mean, there's Fairway, and we have to give credit. There may be a few others out there, who are doing a very good job too. But you're putting your reputation on the line. So when you know that your buyer or borrower is going to move in and your seller is going to move out, and you want to make sure that this transaction goes on without a hitch, then you really should be giving Bill Murphy a call.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.